The story of David and Goliath is etched in our collective memory, a tale that has transcended time and culture. A young shepherd boy, armed with only a sling and stones, faces down a fearsome giant. This boy, David, is not a warrior by trade, but a humble shepherd who tends to his flock with care and diligence. Goliath, clad in armor, embodies brute strength and intimidation. He is a seasoned warrior, towering over his opponents, instilling fear with every step he takes. David, small and seemingly insignificant, represents the underdog, the unexpected hero. His confidence is not born from physical prowess, but from an unshakable belief in his cause. This timeless tale, passed down through generations, speaks to something deep within us. It resonates with the human spirit, reminding us of the power of faith and determination. It's a story about courage, about faith, and about the unexpected ways that victory can be found. It teaches us that true strength comes from within, and that even the smallest among us can achieve greatness. David's story resonates because it reminds us that appearances can be deceiving. What we see on the outside doesn't always reflect the true potential within. The greatest strength doesn't always reside in physical might or outward displays of power. True power often lies in the heart and mind, in the courage to stand up against overwhelming odds. David's courage stemmed from a different source, a deep well of faith that gave him the strength to face seemingly insurmountable odds. His belief in a higher power and in his own abilities fueled his resolve. In the face of Goliath's taunts and threats, David stood firm. He did not waver or show fear, even when the odds seemed impossible. He didn't cower or back down. His determination was unwavering, his spirit unbreakable. He didn't rely on the armor or weapons of war that were offered to him. He knew that these would only weigh him down and hinder his movements. Instead, he chose the tools he knew best, the tools of his everyday life as a shepherd. His sling and stones were simple yet effective in his skilled hands. He approached the challenge on his own terms, trusting in his abilities and in the unseen force that he believed was guiding him. With each step, he carried the hopes and prayers of his people and the unwavering belief that he could overcome the giant before him. What fueled David's unwavering courage? What was the secret behind his fearless heart? It wasn't arrogance or naivete. It wasn't a reckless disregard for danger. David's strength came from his unwavering faith in something larger than himself, a faith that was deeply rooted and unshakable. He believed in a God who protected the innocent and delivered justice to the wicked. This belief was not just a fleeting thought, but a profound conviction. This faith was his shield, his armor, and his source of unwavering courage. It was the bedrock upon which he built his life. David's faith wasn't a passive hope, it was a dynamic, living force that moved him to action. It was an active force that propelled him forward. It gave him the strength to pick up those stones and face his fears head-on. He declared to Goliath, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty." These words were not empty. They were filled with the power of his faith. These words weren't just bravado. They were a declaration of the source of his strength. They were a testament to his unwavering belief. David believed that his battle was not his own, but the Lord's. This belief gave him a sense of purpose and direction. This conviction gave him the courage to face a giant. It was a courage that came from knowing he was not alone. David's faith wasn't about blind optimism. It was about aligning himself with a power that he believed was greater than any earthly force. It was about trusting in a higher plan. It was this deep-seated faith that allowed him to see possibility where others saw only defeat. It was this faith that turned a shepherd boy into a hero. David's victory over Goliath catapulted him to fame, marking the beginning of an extraordinary journey. This monumental triumph eventually led him to become the king of Israel, a position that would define his legacy. He proved himself not only as a skilled warrior, but also as a cunning strategist, always thinking several steps ahead. Under his leadership, his armies achieved victory after victory, solidifying his reputation as a formidable leader. Beyond the battlefield, David united a fragmented nation and established Jerusalem as its enduring capital, a city that would become central to his people's identity. David's story became deeply intertwined with the destiny of his people, influencing generations to come. But David's life, like the lives of all of us, was a complex tapestry of triumph and tragedy, filled with moments of profound reflection and personal challenges. He was a man of great passion, capable of immense love, loyalty, and artistic brilliance, often expressing his emotions through music and poetry. Yet he was also capable of great darkness, consumed by lust, jealousy, and the corrupting influence of unchecked power, as seen in his affair with Bathsheba. David's story reminds us that even the most celebrated heroes are human, experiencing both victories and sorrows in their multifaceted lives. They are flawed, capable of both greatness and terrible mistakes, often learning and growing from their experiences. His life serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that the true test of character lies not only in how we face our external enemies, but also in how we confront our own internal demons and moral dilemmas. David's journey of seeking forgiveness and battling inner demons highlights the importance of self-awareness and redemption in the human experience.